Social media impressions do not equate to television ratings, and they damn sure don't translate to ticket sales. The media can continue framing this narrative that Angel Reese is driving the WNBA's growth, but once again, we have data that proves Angel Reese is not a draw.
The WNBA was meant to be saved by Angel Reese, right? In the fourth quarter, ticket revenues just declined more than her eyelashes. She was talked up by the league like Beyoncé, wearing a headband, but it appears like no one is showing up. Why, therefore, does the WNBA continue to treat her like their prized possession? Has anyone neglected to look over the receipts? Stay tuned because the backstage action is more entertaining than a missed layup in a deserted arena.
It's a shooting efficiency list. Unfortunately for Angel Reese, she's dead-ass last, and I'm not kidding you, in this list of players.
The WNBA's self-proclaimed IDG girl, Angel Reese, has somehow amassed more TikTok dances than ticket sales and more merchandise drops than real victories. Delusion would be an all-star MVP if she were a recognized statistic. Rather than being a contest on the court, every game feels more like a live audition for a new sponsorship agreement. Her public relations team is deserving of a trophy for maintaining the excitement. Even if her most devoted fan group appears to be a reflection of herself, Reese persists in persuading us that she is the future of women's basketball.
Talking about certain women around the league that have a problem with this girl performing at the level that she does. Instead of being on social media and be like, look at me, Barbie, and not putting no work in, missing 455 layups and receiving 500 and some fucking rebounds, doesn't make you good. Sitting on a fucking TV and being like, I understand you guys watch basketball, it's not just for her, it's also me, you know, you watch me miss my layups. I got backstage.
Let's just deal with the room's enormous ego. The draw was meant to be Angel Reese, the walking highlight reel, the main attraction, and the WNBA's box office queen. She was marketed by the media as LeBron's second coming, and her rollout gave the impression that Beyoncé and Oprah's love child had been signed by the Chicago Sky. However, in practice, her post-game interviews are more impressive than ticket sales. More quickly than a warm drink, the buzz fizzed. Compared to defenders, she has been evading more inquiries. Furthermore, she's hardly making any progress for someone who is hailed as the league's savior.
On the flip side, Chicago Sky's Angel Reese found herself at the very bottom of the list, sitting at 30th, with a true shooting percentage of just 46.4%. The contrast between the two rookies, both with massive college followings and major fan bases, ignited strong reactions online. Clark's game has translated well to the pros. Her shooting from deep remains a threat, 33.9% from beyond the arc. She was 13th in the league, while her mid-range and inside games are just as effective. She ranked 4th in two-point field goal percentage.
Consider the now famous LSU homecoming spectacle that took place before the season. Yes, Baton Rouge's basketball queen has triumphantly returned. A full house, confetti, and even some explosions are to be expected. Crickets instead. It's possible that there were more literal crickets than fans. You could have had a yoga retreat in the stadium since the stands were so empty. The spirit of LSU was higher during finals week, and Owen wanted to dance when Angel walked in like it was prom night. The cardboard cutout appeared intrigued, despite the deafening quiet.
Is your star? This is who the media claims is elevating the WNBA. This is who the media has spent the last year wasting time trying to convince us that Angel Reese is responsible for elevating the dump. The same Angel Reese that could not sell out home games when she was at LSU. The same Angel Reese that struggled to sell tickets last year with the Chicago Bravado. The same Angel Reese that could not give away free tickets to her immaculate homecoming a couple of weeks ago at LSU. You're trying to convince me she is responsible for the growth of the WNBA?
However, Let's not act as though this was a singular occurrence. Let's fast forward to the Indiana Fever versus Chicago Sky matchup. On paper, this matchup seems like it would be dramatic, including two rising stars, media attention, and the elements of a contemporary rivalry. There is one small, inconvenient truth, though. Angel isn't getting any fans. They are vying for Caitlin Clark as if she were the final flat-screen TV available and it were Black Friday. No one said, "Oh boy, I can't wait to see Angel Reese set at a moving screen," despite the fact that ticket sales soared.
Angel Reese has a monster motor, and she'll gobble up double-doubles just off effort. But what I really like to see is her putting in work on her jumper, because Barbie getting buckets is going to be a real problem.
Angel knows it in her heart. Every time, she pretends not to hear a question that contains the words Caitlin and Clark. You can see it in her eyes. When a reporter attempted to question her about Clark, she responded with the well-known question, "Did someone say something?" Energy, deafening quiet, tangible insecurity, and unimaginable pettiness. She would be averaging a triple-double if eye rolls were for points. One would assume that someone who is purportedly in the epicenter of a sports resurgence would be cool, collected, and perhaps even a little polite. Rather, Angel handles Clark's existence similarly to she who must not be named, Voldemort from the first Harry Potter novel. Olympic-level mental acrobatics are needed to prevent even recognizing her. What comes next? Pretending that there is no fever. Arranging for a root canal each time an Indiana visit occurs.
Angel Reese goes the first two preseason games, and then this most recent preseason game. Well, the highlight tape from this most recent preseason game is awfully reminiscent to the Angel Reese that we saw all last season. Roll clip.
Bless their hearts, the Chicago Sky. They have put a lot of effort into making this Angel Reese story more commercially viable. It's providing energy for clapping. The PR machine is working nonstop, from embarrassing promotional videos to hashtags that have aged like warm milk. The actual attendance, however, indicates that most fans would prefer to watch paint dry. That is, if the paint occasionally makes 30-foot threes and doesn't give out any look aids, which, spoiler alert, isn't Angel Reese's forte. She talks about being an example of how to handle rising popularity, and perhaps she is. Following Caitlin Clark's elbowing during a preseason game, fans came together, conversations erupted, and the WNBA abruptly gained more public awareness than it had previously. In contrast, Angel Reese's highlight video appears to be a collection of attitude and missed layups. She would be inducted into the Hall of Fame if clapping back on Twitter were a professional sport. Back to the Fever Sky game, though. The excitement is genuine, but once more, Clark is the one generating it. She is in charge of transferring merchandise. She is the cause of the SpaceX-like increase in ticket resale prices. Angel Reese is essentially the warm-up act who believes she is the star.
You seek that attention, right? And another thing is, it's obvious she's jealous of Caitlin. Every interview, every tweet, everything is about Caitlin. I haven't yet to see Caitlin even respond to her yet. Have y'all?
No.
So when you asking me like, yo, I get it, everybody's watching women's basketball now, who's the real reason? Well, yes, you are right. Reese has a small amount of that, right? But the other real credit goes to Caitlin, not just because what she's doing outside the court and she's waving her hand and all that. It's because she's giving buckets in basketball, right? And she looks like Steph Curry. And that's simple.
In addition, even if the scoreboard indicates Chicago, let's face it, this is Caitlin Clark's court. Clark jerseys, autographs, and super admirers who have nearly turned her into a religion will fill that arena. Even Angel Reese's mother may feel a little outnumbered since she may be the only person in the building rooting for the Sky. Shade is not what this is, it's elementary math. Fans of Clark go above and beyond simply showing up. They yell as if the Beatles had just landed at JFK in 1964 and are traveling the world like Swifties. Angel Reese, on the other hand, is using this game as a kind of broadcast therapy session for a one-sided rivalry. This was never about her, let's face it. It's the world of Clark. Ree might have been a co-star as well. She could sell the rivalry, embrace the moment, smile for the cameras, and join something greater than herself. Instead, she became extremely petty, avoiding eye contact, evading inquiries, and acting as though she was above everything. It's not a flex. That is a PR blunder in all its glory. Angel is playing emotional dodgeball as Clark is shattering records.
And being confident, and just being efficient, and just being able to be myself. And like I was saying, like, not worrying about anything else but me, and just trusting the process. It's not going to happen overnight. Like, don't be expecting me to come down and shoot 6-7 threes a night. Like, obviously that's what I'm working on, but like,
last year, you made a powerful statement saying the reason people are watching women's basketball is not just because of one player, but because of you too. A year later, do you feel like you're
next question?
Yeah, we'll move on. Thank you.
Not to mention that enchanted moment during the preseason carnival when the WNBA chose to reposition Angel Reese as the next big thing. Only with forced hashtags for empowerment and more sparkle. They extended the red carpet in full. Dramatic marketing reels, dazzling interviews, and slick advertisements. Angel was everywhere. From ESPN puff stories to billboards, all with little any contact with the court. In the hopes that the excitement would turn into ticket sales, they promoted her like a product no one had requested. Not at all, spoiler alert. Only after Caitlin Clark's name was added to the schedule, without her did the box office finally wake up. Without Caitlin, marketing Angel was like trying to sell diet water. Technically a product, but nobody is purchasing it. Her teammates also appear to be treading very carefully. Are we allowed to say the C word, or will Angel Baby Giraffe jump us into next week? Is the question that seems to be whispered through the screen, creating a sense of suspense. Please, team chemistry. Everyone is too shy to talk, making it more like to a group therapy session. The ambience of each post-game press conference is the same. Stiff praise, forced smiles, and all the excitement of a hostage movie captured in breathtaking 4K.